Hi folks, it's me Gambit896 and I'm back with another video for you guys. Today I'll be reviewing Uncanny X-Force Volume 4, the Dark Angel Saga Book 2. This first one of this series is still written by Rick Remender, and on the artwork on this volume we have Jerome Opeña on issues 14 through 18 and Robbi Rodriguez on issue 19. On the colouring we still have Dean White, we have Jose Villarrubia and Chris Sotomayor, and also James Campbell on the colouring as well. And this fourth volume collects issues 14 through 19 of the Uncanny X-Force series. Now the story picks up right after the events of the previous volume, which is the Dark Angel Saga Book 1, where we have Archangel has completely taken control of Warren's body, and he is essentially has become the new Apocalypse, as you can see there. And there. I have to say, Jerome Opeña's artwork in this is absolutely fantastic as ever, and also the colouring by the various different colourists is also equally well done as well, in my opinion. So we start out with a fight scene between our X-Force members and Archangel, as well as some of the four horsemen of, or the final four horsemen of the Apocalypse, as you can see there and there. There's a really great, again, character and relationship defining moment between Psylocke or Betty Braddock and Angel, or Warren Worthington, where even though he has completely turned evil and he is now essentially the new Apocalypse, she still refuses to give up on him, and she refuses to abandon her lover to completely turn to the dark side, and she still is fighting to regain control of the man she loves. And this is actually, throughout reading the first four volumes of this series, you actually totally and completely buy the relationship between these two. Again, here's another really cool example of Psylocke just being the telepathic ninja badass that we know her to be, with a fight scene between her and Pestilence. There's also a really cool nod and a wink in here to a X-Men event called House of M, where the Scarlet Witch, aka Wanda Maximoff, went absolutely insane and used her chaos magic and said no more mutants, which basically led to the depowering of almost the entire mutant population, save for 200 mutants that were left at the end of it, which I thought was a really cool nod to some of the previous storylines. We also see a really cool character moment for the Deathlock robot, which was first introduced in the second volume, which is the Deathlock Nation story arc. This is a really cool scene of him going up against the final horseman, Death, and also there's another really cool scene later on which really defines this Deathlock robot as being a really cool character and again pretty badass. And there's a lot of really great action scenes. Again, here we have Phantom X going up against one of the new recruits to the final four horsemen, as you can see there and there. As I said, absolutely fantastic artwork from Jerome Opeña. There's also a really cool mention of the Celestials in this as well, which were first mentioned in the previous volume, or volume 3, or the Dark Angel Saga Book 1, which they are essentially a race of beings that have charged, or did charge Apocalypse with the ensuring that evolution takes its supposed natural course, and basically mutants emerge to rule the planet, and humanity is basically hunted to the brink of extinction. Here's a really cool, awesome shot of some of the cavalry arriving in the events of this battle. So here we have our Age of Apocalypse versions of Jean Grey, Nightcrawler, and Sabretooth, all arriving to give backup to our members of our X-Force team, which consists of Deadpool, Wolverine, Angel, or until he turned evil, Psylocke, and Phantom X. And again, there's a lot of really great action scenes in this, especially between the various X-Force members and also our Age of Apocalypse members going up against Archangel, as you can see there and there. This is definitely the most action-packed storyline so far of Rick Remender's run on Uncanny X-Force. We also get a really cool flashback of... Let me just find the page. We get a cool flashback of Warren and Betsy's first meeting, which was in a party held by the members of the Hellfire Club, which I thought was a really cool nod and wink to the history of the relationship between these two characters within this first meeting, within this flashback. We also get the introduction of another really cool character in this, and that is Genesis, who is a teenage version of Apocalypse, as you can see there, or Evan as he's called later on. As I said, there's a ton of action in this. Rick Remender's writing continues to be absolutely stellar and absolutely fantastic on this series, coupled with fantastic artwork from the various different artists that he's worked with throughout this series thus far. There's also some really touching moments between Psylocke and an Angel, or Warren and Betsy, during Warren's final moments, as you can see there and there. And this not only solidifies the relationship between these two, but also just how well Rick Remender is able to write the relationship between these two characters. There's a really great reveal towards the end of issue 18, which I'm not going to spoil. And then with issue 19, we have essentially our Age of Apocalypse members going back to their own dimension or timeline, which we have the introduction of a new member to the X-Force team roster. We also have some revelations between Wolverine and Phantom X in terms of a event that was nodded at during the final pages of the second story arc, which was the Deathlock Nation arc, and also Phantom X's reasonings behind it. We also have Evan being inducted into the Jean Grey School for Higher Learning. So this character shows up in the events, or in the series written by Jason Aaron of Wolverine and the X-Men. Like I said, Rick Remender's writing on this still remains absolutely fantastic, absolutely stellar. The artwork is equally on par with Remender's writing from Jerome Opeña. Also, the various colorists all do a really good job at bringing the artwork to life. If I had to give this fourth volume of Uncanny X-Force a rating, I give it an absolute 5 out of 5. I really enjoyed it, and I highly recommend it. If you're a fan of Rick Remender, if you're a fan of Marvel, if you're a fan of the darker X-Men books, or if you're intrigued by the premise of an X-Men team book which is comprised of the assassins of the X-Men, so as I said, we have Wolverine, Psylocke, Angel, Phantom X, and Deadpool, but also we get a new member in this final arc of the Dark Angel Saga storyline. As I said, 5 out of 5 for Uncanny X-Force Volume 4, the Dark Angel Saga Book 2. Thank you everybody for watching. Hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. But as I always say, if you didn't like the video, feel free to tell me why in the comment section below, or send me a private message. If you're new to my channel and you'd like to see more of my videos, please feel free to subscribe. And until next time, This is Gambit896 signing off, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, guys.